So we're up and running. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, Peter, I think the role Jude Bellingham will be given will be important here. He's like a combination of a number 8 and a number 6. Great defence.
And the shot! Against the crossbar! And it's Lam. Crosses it in here. Keeper has taken decisive action. He's a Cristiano Ronaldo! A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Roberto Carlos picks it up out wide. Ibrahimovic looking to penetrate opposition lines. Now it's Ibrahimovic. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Rijkaard. And here's... Can he finish? It's been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
I know it's still early, but they're showing the better signs. No caution from them.
And he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
That's a cute ball. First quarter of an hour gone. And the pass is intercepted. And here's Suarez. Oh, that's neat. Messi. He's going for goal! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And that is as far as they're going to go. And here's Zola. Zanetti did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Lam charging forward, the ball at his feet.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
And it's Rijkaard. Knocks it out wide. Roberto Carlos swings it across. Zanetti clears it away. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Messi, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Your impression so far, Jim?
Yeah, they've got a good grip on this game. Now to turn it into a stranglehold.
Climbs up big! No, couldn't quite control it.
Well, it really shouldn't be allowed to happen again. It needs to be dealt with at source.
Rijkaard is the team's great visionary.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this. Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Well, that looks a decent ball. Looking to go deep. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Hits it again, but still no joy.
Yeah, nothing overly wrong with the way the ball's been played in. They just need to make it count.
Zola. Now, can they get him away? Roberto Carlos. He gets big! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
And that has left him in a heap. And it's Bale. Brilliantly cut out. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Lam. Rijkaard. Bale. Rui Costa can so cleverly bypass the press. Rijkaard. He won't be happy with that one. He's chosen to go back. Messi. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Robertson getting this one clear.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And there is the half-time whistle. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. And we are up to the break.
Indonesia really did turn up the tempo at the end of the half, and while they'll be disappointed not to have broken through, obviously, the chances will come, provided they can keep producing good spells. It's been a half with significantly more positives than negatives, I feel.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. And we are back underway.
Indonesia have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. And back to the keeper. And that's put paid to a promising move. Rijkaard. Looking to play him in. Roberto Carlos. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Well, into the second half, and it's still goalless. Opts for safety. Howson. Ronaldo puts his foot on the gas. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Zola showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And still, we await the first breakthrough. Lahm is one whose deliveries we all know about. Knocks it into space. Messi receives it in a wide position. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. He's got full. Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And we have our very first corner. That's the keeper's ball. And now a sudden chance to counter. Indonesia perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Rui Costa. Passing is crisp and sharp. Rui Costa. Neither of these two want to come off second best. It's Rui Costa. Bellingham. Hullet. Messi is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. Well timed, excellent interception. Nesta spots it and intercepts. Rijkaard. Lovely feet. Great vision. He goes for the shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. That's really well cleared. Just about up to 75 minutes. Van der Sar claims comfortable. And they're not going to make any further progress now. And this is Ibrahimovic. He's looking wide. Oh, that's nice. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
Substitution for Indonesia. Number 5, Rijkaard. Number 22, Sola. Number 14,
Bergkamp.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Number 25, Roberto Carlos. Coming on the field, number 10,
Messi.
Pirlo. Number 23,
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this,
Ronaldinho.
Peter. They'll have to
Number
maintain
20,
the energy and
Red
dynamism
Bull.
until the very end,
Number
though.
7, Giuseppe Bergami. Substitution.
Pirlo goes on a run down the left wing.
Well, they've got one eye on the clock, but the balancing act is very fine at this stage. Go for it, and it could backfire. Sit back, and it may be at a price.
Lahm plays it in. And he's taking no chances there.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Pirlo. And it's Yaya Toure. And it's Lahm. Oh, such a clever touch. Shot could be on. He's had a shot! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Kohler clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. This is a Hollywood or bust corner. The final whistle is up next. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. So a tough one to gauge. Defensive dominance combined with wastefulness in attack, and the outcome inevitable. Your reflections then, Jim?
Quick reminder today.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable.
Manchester United against Indonesia.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Well, here he is, Martin Caceres, an uncompromising, unrelenting defender, Jim.
Yeah, and that unbreakable spirit is what makes him so special, Peter. He just plays without fear, determined to win at all costs.
Every team needs one of him, doesn't it?
Well, if you want to be successful, it's essential.
Now, can they get him away? Neither of these two want to come off second best. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
It's Luis Suarez! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Suarez is offering a wry smile there.
Indonesia with the corner, they're first. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. And now they can spring out of defence. Quality ball. And this is Cruyff. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
And he cuts out the supply. Thuram goes long. Ronaldo might just make this. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. Threads one in. Zola is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. That's an imaginative pass. Can he latch on to this? Rijkaard. Lovely, now then. Suarez unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Mbappe. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Not the most accurate pass.
That's good pressing, it's really squeezing everything.
Oh, nice one too, very nice.
They want to be quick here, it's breakaway time.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Mbappe receives it in a wide position. Still goalless. Kukçu does well to get it back. That's an excellent interception. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Yaya Toure is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Tries to play it through. Oh, well measured. Climbs up big! And he's done it! Certain, searing and imperious.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Indonesia have penetrated for the first time.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
And this is Zola. Good challenge, excellent challenge. Oh, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And he's going to be disappointed with that. And here's Rashford. And it's Kukçu. Passing is crisp and sharp.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
No, no way through there. Indonesia do have a chance to counter here. Zola. Cristiano Ronaldo. Mbappe. That pass isn't the best. And that'll be the last act of the first half. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Indonesia, the happier of the teams, heading in for half-time, 1-0 up.
Please take this opportunity to pay a visit to our official store where memorabilia from today's match are now available. Substitution for Manchester United, number 18.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Number 9, Mbappe.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
Number 7, Bebeto.
And it's Messi, but he's forced to go back into the channel, looking to play him in. Oh, he's been caught napping. Roberto Carlos.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
That is ended up in no man's land. Looking for the run. Now it's Raul. Raul going face-to-face with his great rival. And that has been knocked clear. Kokchu has played it back. Played back in. Bebeto! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough.
Indonesia couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through. Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
It's a good run down the left-hand side. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. And it's Cruyff. Great vision. Couldn't squeeze it through. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, Peter, if they're attempting to see out the game with such a narrow advantage, there's room for trouble. I just think they're sending out the wrong message. This could backfire.
Cafu looking to hit the byline here. And they've got rid. Out for a throw.
Substitution for Manchester United, number 15,
Cafu.
Pizarro. Coming on the field is number 20,
Raul has a look up. Can he finish? Sticks it away. They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Bebeto really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this...
Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, fantastic from Ronaldo! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. Into the lead once more. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Pull it. And he was quick to react. Tries to pass it through. Raul gets into a good position. Raul. Just about up to 75 minutes.
Manchester United really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
He won't be happy with that one. Roberto Carlos.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
It's a good run down the right. Beckenbauer wins the duel this time. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. And this is Zola. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
And here's Zola. He's got away. That's good play. Chance for a shot!
Okay, it didn't come off, but it was clever. A nice little dummy.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 11, Johan Cruyff. Coming on to replace him is number 3, Hazard.
It's their second corner of the game. Oh, well played. Manchester United have the chance to go the other way. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. Oh, he couldn't quite make it. Oh, that's nice. Yamal has it out wide and in space.
Apa?
It's a mighty effort.
Ganti tas.
Now, who's going to
Barang.
be first? Oh, he's been caught on it here.
Indonesia nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
There will be 3 minutes at
We
a
are
time.
into stoppage time. Nicely weighted ball. He's shifting through the gears here. He gets big. Goal! And that should do it! Within sight of the finish line. That is a fine goal, really efficiently done.
So well played, Peter. Did a great...
And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Indonesia are walking off satisfied with their day's work. A result no less warranted, no less deserving of their efforts. A job done in a highly professional manner.
For the benefit of anybody who has found
Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening.
Hah? Pas mana? Iya. Pertama mau ke bawah, nggak jadi. Iya. Iya, ada uangnya tuh. Ada uangnya. Ya masukin aja di gede. Iya. Iya. Tuh.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. And that gets things running. Rijkaard making his 200th appearance today. I guess that's the most significant team news.
Yeah, and he's proven himself to be quite a player in the last 199, Peter. Flexible, adaptable, showing a real tactical aptitude, and number 200 should be no different.
Batistuta gets his final warning.
Well, he knew what he was taking on there, Peter, and special delivery from the ref.
And there's green grass ahead of him. He is through here. And a chance! And he nearly went all the way.
Olise just backs himself every time. Give him a challenge and he'll rise to it.
Paris Saint-Germain with the corner. They're first. He gets big. Ronaldo gets good distance on it. Robson engages and forces him off the ball. Indonesia are looking to go forward now. The ball is loose and the chase is on. He's a sharp little ball here. Tries to play it through. And it's Cruyff. Mbappe.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
It's not an especially good pass, that.
Apa WA lagi?
Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well,
Hah?
neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say.
Absima?
Both must have come in with a view of
Absima?
not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing
Anda
some
jelaskan, men. Gak usah ngomong.
conservatism here.
Gak jelas ngomong apa.
Yaya Toure. And it's Lam. They get a throw in. Zola. Oh, that's fabulous. And this is Ronaldo. Ronaldo showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Yaya Toure has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Now that looks a decent ball. That is a great pick out. In with the challenge. Indonesia are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. And it's Lam. Lam tries making a foray down the right. Cruyff did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Nicely worked. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
It's an inviting looking ball, that. Rijkaard. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, well played.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Luis Suarez, and he's intervened well there. He's on it, can he get away? Olise, looking for options, tries a shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Paris Saint-Germain have their second corner now. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And now a sudden chance to counter. Olise, nicely spread. Koeman, great vision. Koeman is offering some sort of an apology there.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Tries to pass it through. Big chance! Oh, nearly, but not quite.
Paris Saint-Germain have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Mbappe. It's a throw-in. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation.
Oh, he's been caught on it here! Look at the chance! It's in!
Look, there are always tactical adjustments for any coach to make at half-time, but when your star man gives you a critical lead just before the break, everyone will be paying extra attention. It really is the ideal tonic.
Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Indonesia have fired themselves in front.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now, and the other has to tone it down.
And that has left him in a heap. Great ball, and he's in here. Robson. Now it's Mbappe. And the first 45 minutes are up. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football. Plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Indonesia leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break. That gets things going for the second half.
Indonesia really need to go and grab another goal now, Peter, if they're going to go on and secure this.
He's got away. Oh, he's been flattened there. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Out towards the flank. Deep cross. Punched away. Good ball, good take. Header! That was superb goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Ronaldinho. Aims beyond the defence. Roberto Carlos gets across to intercept that. No, that's been intercepted. Can he get on the end of this? Ronaldinho in acres of space. Takes a shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And it's played into the middle. No, he wasn't going to let him past. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Nesta is a man so notably robust and resolute in his defending.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range.
Well, he has great set-piece prowess. I think you know what's coming, but stopping it, another matter.
Sola! Oh, smart save, he had plenty to do.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
So what can they make of this? No, he's just misjudged that one. Your impression so far, Jim?
Peter, they're leaving nobody guessing now. This is a decisive attempt to go further in front.
That has been cut short. Batistuta, and the shot! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
So, third corner of the game.
Le numéro 22.
Deftly away. Robson, can he finish?
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
He's had it taken off him. Mbappe proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Cruyff. Indonesia leading then, courtesy of the goal scored late in the first half here. And the score is 1-0. Cruyff. And Batistuta! And that's caused a worry or two. And it's Cruyff. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Ronaldinho. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Pinches it off him.
Changement pour le Paris Saint-Germain. Le numéro 23. Le numéro 10. À leur place, le numéro 4. Le numéro 17.
Indonesia surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Changement en cours.
Indonesia making consecutive changes here.
Well, he can certainly make his side a lot more unpredictable, Peter. You know, he has a very good eye for a pass and a tricky one at that.
But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Now it's Pele. Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, that's well spotted. Indonesia have now used up all but one of their substitution windows. Now it's Pele. Roberto Carlos threads one in.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Oh, what has happened here? Played in with purpose. No way through, so back it. And the finish! They want to be quick to recover this. Incoming delivery. It's a mighty effort! And he has kept it out somehow.
Kohler actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Looking for the run. Pele looking to run onto it.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Van der Sar breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball.
Temps additionnel, 3 minutes.
And the number on the board is 3. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Oh, shooting chance! That is decidedly lacking. Nicely weighted ball. Suarez gets flagged offside. And that is that. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails bitten to the quick, but they have got over the line. Quite a ride.
Une petite pensée.
How would you
mesdames et
summarise
messieurs.
what... Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion.
Against Barcelona.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. And that gets things running. Philip Lahm, Jim Beglin, one of the greatest fullbacks ever, perhaps.
Oh, without doubt, Peter. He's definitely in that category when it comes to legendary players. I don't think I've seen someone as adaptable, as dependable, both going forward.
Shapes to shoot! He's scored!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more. Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
Barcelona are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Forlan. Now it's Pele. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Roberto Carlos. Can he get it through? And he's picked it up out wide. And it's Roberto Carlos. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. Now it's Forlan. Now it's Hullet. Pele. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And that has left him in a heap. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Messi. Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Looking for options for movement. He slings it in. Big header! Oh, that was no routine save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Thuram defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. That was good alertness. And reclaimed it in a trice. Yaya Toure is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Great run on the overlap here. Oh, sweet feet. Great defending, strong and determined. And it's Roberto Carlos. Indonesia are very much in charge here, dominating possession and a goal to the good. Now it's Pele, now it's Forlan. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Toure promptly onto that, and that is that. Messi, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Looking to play him in. Oh, that's a key interception. Barcelona are looking lively here. They're playing with more zest, more purpose.
They are, and it's all because of the movement we're seeing down the flanks, and I think they look as if they're going to cause some real problems to that opposing defence. Both flanks are working quite well.
He's going for goal! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And here's Hullet. Bouts of passing here, really easy on the eye. Zola. No, that's been intercepted. Ruben Neves. Rafael Leao receives it in a wide position.
Indonesia can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Lahm, good driving run. And it's Messi. Messi going face... Chance, surely! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Could be danger here. Oh, There's a probing ball. And smartly reclaimed. Great vision. And he shoots! Rijkaard.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Oh, nicely intercepted. And that's going right the way across. Rijkaard. Roberto Carlos. And there is the half-time whistle. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy. A little more composure up front, perhaps. That's not too much to ask.
Indonesia are 1-0 up at half-time, and it's all to play for.
Substitution for Indonesia, number 14, Cristiano Ronaldo.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Number 9,
Indonesia carrying a one-goal lead. Pele looking to be a menace in the final third. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Couldn't squeeze it through. Now it's Forlan. Indonesia do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
Oh, that's well spotted. Koundé. Rijkaard. And it's Bojan. 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 Oh, this is a very good run. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Van der Sar gets it away. Indonesia just about have their noses in front. It is the slenderest of leads. Goes for a shot! He scores! Barcelona are back in business. Was there ever any doubt?
Well, how's that for composure, Peter? You can see the keeper tried to put as much pressure on him by staying upright, but it didn't faze him, not in the slightest.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Lahm.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter.
Oh, what a climb! Pass just lacking in accuracy. He's well positioned here. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Bojan engages and forces him off the ball. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And that's put paid to a promising move. Nesta spots it and intercepts. Messi has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Indonesia are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. And it's Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Pele. Oh, he's been caught napping. Indonesia with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And now a sudden chance to counter. Rafael Leao. Has ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Nicely weighted ball. Shot a goal!
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Looking for the run. Now it's Forlan. Boyan. Pele. Yaya Toure plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. And here's Suarez. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Rijkaard. And it's Yaya Toure. It's Roberto Carlos. Knocks it into space.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
And it's Messi. He's a sharp little ball here. Messi is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And this is Pele. Oh, shooting chance! All hands on deck for this one. They've played it short. Well, there's contact there one way or another. Oh, it's a penalty. Indonesia may have thrown this away at the death. This to complete the turnaround. And they've turned it round. Not a twitch, not a blink.
You know, he would have been embarrassed had the keeper held his position then.
Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Indonesia played more than a part in what has been a very exciting game. A game that began so promisingly from their perspective. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Well, as you can see, we've already started here. Madrid have gone 4-3-3. Jim, how do you interpret that?
Yeah, Peter, you can look at this formation 1 minute and think that it is 4-3-3, and the next time you check it'll be 4-5-1, and it's all to do with whether you've got the ball or not, and the wider attacking players being asked to apply defensive discipline too. When it does turn,
It's Bale! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Madrid with the corner, they're first. Stood up well to him there. And now they can spring out of defence. Messi.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
What a throw in. And it's Roberto Carlos. And he welcomes it in. Xabi Alonso did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Oh, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Chance here to counter. That's beautifully weighted. He's found the way through. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Out towards the flank. Now the delivery, big header! He's delivered all right! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although...
And the shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. That's tidy. Lahm picks it up out wide. Lahm made a surge from full-back, as it turned out, unsuccessfully. Keeper's got good distance on that. Pinches it off him. Bale tries to play it through. Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Dembele. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. And this is Ronaldo. Oh, good spread. And it's Messi. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Knocks it out wide. Distributed tidily. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. Madrid are looking to go forward now. Zanetti. Madrid trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass. Zanetti. Messi engages and forces him off the ball. Great vision. One 0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. Thinks one through. Nicely worked. Aubameyang! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Aubameyang actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Madrid have their second corner now. Defending of the desperate variety. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Rijkaard. Madrid finding their passes. He's in a great position here. Tries to dink it through. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Beckham. And it's Messi.
Un minuto de descuento.
Rijkaard is always scanning the pitch for targets. And he has shown him a yellow card. Yaya Toure. Bale. And it's half-time here. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, this is when you need your players to step up, Peter. Be brave, see all that courage. They need to have a big start to the second half to give them some momentum, and they're not going to get that if they're being too risk-averse.
Leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break.
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
And the second half gets underway. A solitary goal. That has been the crucial difference. Nice physical challenge. Now it's Rijkaard. And he's gone looking for safety. And smartly reclaimed. Opts for safety. Xavi Alonso. And it's Rijkaard. And here's Aubameyang. Now, who's going to be first to this? Nesta did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Bale was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Some resolute defending there. Yaya Toure. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, nicely intercepted. Xavi Alonso. There will be a throw-in. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Played out towards the right wing. Shifted it to the flank. Oh, nice one too, very nice. Madrid disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. Messi. Oh, this is a very good run. And he's cut it out. Van Belten.
This is the time you need that pace.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
They're ahead, but they're not playing as if they are. There seems to be more of an emphasis on protecting their lead than adding to it. It's all gone a little timid.
Yamal is one whose deliveries we all know about, and he's managed to get free. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Oh, it's just a little long. And that's a goal kick. And it's Aubameyang. Neymar. Can he finish? It's a loose ball.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 20, Bale. El dorsal 18,
Oh, it's Dembele.
Neymar. Serán sustituidos
Xabi
por
Alonso.
el dorsal
And he's
10,
being shifted off it.
el dorsal 17.
Ronaldinho.
Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
Yaya Toure. Roberto Carlos. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. Van Bouten. Rijkaard. Pele. It's Roberto Carlos.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Yaya Toure. Lam. He won't be happy with that one. Just about up to 75 minutes. Rijkaard. Oh, this looks sharp.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Xabi Alonso. Rijkaard. Pass somewhat off target. Thuram. Rijkaard looking to provide the solidity his team so need. Yamal is in a really good position out wide. Referee's given a throw. Just eases him off the ball. That's going up front in a hurry. And now the breakaway. Nicely spread. It's a promising position. And it's Xabi Alonso. Oh, beautifully shaped ball. Oh, truly brave defending.
That is superb defensive work. The one man who had to be on top of his game, and he was. I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
He's shifting through the gears here. Yeah, he's fouled him there. And he's going to have his name taken. So, who's he going to be aiming for here? We have got changes here from both sides, in fact. Yamal. That looks a decent ball. Ronaldinho plays it in. Chiellini tries to clear. Very much into the last knockings. Ronaldinho does really well there. He is strong. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Roberto Carlos. Rijkaard.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And we're done. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Your reflections then, Jim? Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary. And we should be in for something very special. So that's got things underway. Well, here he is, the epitome of athleticism and speed. That is Gareth Bale.
Yeah, simply one of the best left-sided attackers of his generation, Peter, with all the tools to improve any team. And then all that flair.
Yeah, it seems an age ago now, doesn't it, that he started his career down on the south coast as a left-back, of course.
Yeah, and when you think about left-back, usually poor attackers end up there, but he went on to do great things at the other end. It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Distributed tidily. Lahm delivers. Lahm attempts a clearance. In once more. Bergomi gets it away. Well, he's done very well to take that back. Rijkaard did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. And he's managed to get free.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Played in by Roberto Carlos. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now. Still
face to face with the keeper. Out for a throw. And smartly reclaimed. Oh, he's found support out wide. He's shifting through the gears here. Van der Sar claims it. Safe hands.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Vieira. Now it's Eto'o. Bergomi kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
And it's Rijkaard. So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. There's the shot! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Cristiano Ronaldo deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Messi, a player who needs no introduction. Zola. And he's had a hit! Oh, nice, just not quite.
Well, that was certainly bold, Peter. He's never short on confidence.
A poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Roberto Carlos.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Owen. Roberto Carlos is always looking to play quality balls. Bergomi. And played cross-field, changing the point of attack.
That's a great ball cross-field.
Rijkaard. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
The ball is loose and the chase is on. Eto'o. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. Can he latch on to this?
Well played and well cleared.
Vieira.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Still waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal. Great work on the overlap. Shot could be on. Can he finish? And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And we have our very first corner. He shoots! Oh, wonderful, wonderful Lionel Messi!
Well, I'm happy to admit that I didn't really see that coming, but I'm very glad it did, and you can only eulogise about such excellence. The finish was imperious, the player immense.
Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now, and the other has to tone it down.
And it's Bale.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Pirlo is the team's great visionary. And here's Eto'o. Now it's Cruyff. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time, because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
Substitution on the field, number 18, Cristiano
And the
Ronaldo.
second half gets underway.
Coming on to replace him is
Phoenix Rising really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Pass somewhat off target. Italy finding their passes. It's a really well-measured ball. Vieira. And he's in on goal. Played out wide. Deflected behind for a corner kick. Corner number 2 then. That's a decent clearance. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. And now a sudden chance to counter. Lahm. And it's Rijkaard. Here's Roberto Carlos. Nicely weighted ball. He's on it. Can he get away? Shoots! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah,
Cruyff! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
he was well placed to deal with that.
Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. So, third corner of the game. Up he goes! It's there! 2 up now, and they are cruising. A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Oh, some tackle that. Collar is onto this. Collar unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Now it's Owen. And it's Lahm. And this is Messi. He's picked his way through. Fired deep towards the back post.
Substitution on the field. Number 9.
There is some activity
Messi.
down on the touchline. It
Coming
seems
on the
there's going to be a
field
change.
is
Yeah, I think
number
he's been
10,
told to play that role
Pele.
of the tactical pivot, spraying the ball about sometimes, driving it forward from the middle of the park.
Can he get it through? Caught offside that time. And he's forced to go back. Lam. The message is clear. None shall pass. There's the crossfield ball.
Pretty robust defending.
And it's Rijkaard. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Messi, given the lift of his goal. Pirlo. Vieira. Now it's Messi. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. And it's Rijkaard. Zola. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. He's a sharp little ball here. Yaya Toure. Pele. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, such a clever touch. Nicely shaped cross.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
Oh, strongly challenged there. Out to the right. Beckham making good progress on the right-hand side. Vieira promptly onto that, and that is that.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Pirlo. And he's worked it through. So their fourth corner of the game. And he gets rid in a hurry. Rijkaard wins the duel this time. And now they can spring out of defence. Zola receives it in a wide position. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now, can they get him away? That's an imaginative pass.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Roberto Carlos. Played out to the right. Well, that looks a decent ball. And that's aimed into the middle. And now they can clear their lines. Now it's Eto'o. Pirlo.
There will be 3 minutes at a
Lam.
time.
Eto'o. And the number on the board is 3. And that is a little undercooked. Looking for options for movement. Oh, Red, nice interception. And that interception was... And we're done. Well, that's a tough one. Losing is never good, but this one feels especially hard to take. Not a lot that went glaringly wrong, but the... The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Well, we're underway. Free-flowing, fluid, flexible, just some of the words that describe the genius that is Ruud Gullit, a player whose impact on the game remains so profound, so relevant today.
Yeah, you could almost say he was the very first all-action, all-athletic number 10. All those marauding runs from deep, going box to box, these weren't the sort of things expected from a playmaker back in his day.
And that is out and behind, it's a good block.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And it's Timber, aims beyond the defence. Zola. Yaya Toure. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. And it's Lam. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Lam. Lam charging forward down that flank. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Pele wins the duel this time. Robertson, and that's been won straight back. Pele going face-to-face with his great rival, and it's Rijkaard. Cristiano Ronaldo! Goal! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Phoenix Rising are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So, a breakthrough already. Can he get it through? Aubameyang unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. It's Neymar! It's hit the upright. Cleared without complication. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Flings in across. Howson tries to clear. Oh, he's been caught napping. And now a sudden chance to counter. Rijkaard has given away a free kick. Neymar.